Hello everybody, and today was April 9th, which means that the Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS themes came out. One second. And the sounds when you move, like they're in the game. Also, because I kind of, was insane, I bought the other one too. The sound effects when you move in this one are, which is like the gear sound effects. Yeah. I bought both, and I love them both, and no regrets. The game comes out tomorrow, and I might not even get it. Like, I really want it, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to get it tomorrow. Hopefully I do, though. Anyway, today is April 9th, as I already said, and I had the best English class ever today. So our teacher was a few minutes late, kind of usual, but then when he got into class, he gave us 3 questions to work on, and he said, write them down because we're going to the lobby to work on them, like we usually do. And then he said, okay, we're going to the lobby by the cafe, so, you can get something from the cafe, like a drink or something if you want. And then everyone's just like, yeah, okay, he always says that because he's like, sort of one of the higher-ups of the school, so it's like, he's telling us to buy stuff from the cafe, it's kind of expected, he's kind of trying to advertise the school. But then, like, a few seconds later, he's like, it's on me, I'll buy all of your drinks. And that's when everybody just kind of looks at each other like, I was just like, well, I have to buy a drink now, because he offered it, and who am I to deny him a drink? For me, not him, actually. So anyway, I got Starbucks, and it was good, because our school has, like, those little Starbucks cans things. Anyway, I got it, and it was good, and I worked on the questions, and I finished it, and I finished Chapter 2, which was our homework for tonight, and it was a really good English class. Top. It was top. Good job, teacher. Not gonna say your name just due to personal reasons. Anyway, good job. You made that class really good. Anyway, then after that I went to Algebra 2 honors, and in Algebra 2 we had a quiz, which was a surprise to me because I didn't really expect the quiz. So I'm not sure if it was a pop quiz or not. It was to me, but I'm not sure if she officially announced it beforehand. I was about to say pre-hand, but I'm like, I don't know if that's an actual term. Anyway, then after that I went to PE today. In PE, we had to bring our towels. Today, we kind of like learned how to wrap arms and stuff, and that's me. I was trying to take a photo of myself and I failed, and this one person was like, hey, you want me to take a photo of you? And I was like, sure, why not? And so he took that. So yeah, that is why I'm not taking like a selfie or anything like I wanted to, but I was like, there are people around, so I'm not gonna take a selfie, so I might just take a photo of my arm, and I ended up failing, and he did it, so thanks to him. Anyway, then after that, I went to Bible. Today in Bible, it was weird because our teacher was back, but we still didn't exactly sit in her assigned seats, because at the very beginning of class she was like, okay everybody, get into groups of 3, but one of you guys are going to have to get into group 2. And my friend and I just kind of looked at each other and like both raised our hand, or like we didn't even look at each other, we just kind of like did that and raised our hands, because we were like both sitting by each other, and so we were like, So we worked on a group. We were in a group together working on all the pages, and I answered like a question right, so that is like good, because it's never bad to answer a question right, especially when you answer like so many questions right, the teacher's like, okay, you cannot answer anymore, and then it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to answer for like the rest of the week, because she knows that I'm working. That is like that's always my goal. If I can get them to tell me to stop answering, then it's like, I have no stress, they know I'm working, I don't have to worry about being randomly called on and not knowing the answer. So that's kind of what I try to do. I recommend it. If you can do it, then do it. Then after that I went to lunch today, and lunch, it was pretty good, except for the fact that my friend was at a meeting, so it's like, one of them, so it was like, the whole gang wasn't there, so it's like, come on. Anyway, other than that, it was pretty normal. We were just kind of looking at photos from their Disney trip, and zooming in on random people in the background, and laughing at their reaction images, because there are a lot of good reaction images in there. And then, after that, I went to web design today. In web design, he gave us a new project. It was a list of 16 things, and we had to make a website on one of them, and he's giving us till tomorrow afternoon to decide what we're going to do. So I didn't really know what to do. I was really confused, so I asked him a question about it, and just tried to get help, and then he started explaining a few of them, and I was like, okay, I'll think about it. And so I went to the cafe and sat down, because as I've said before, he allows us to go out there, and I was sitting down, and one of my friends, he came out because he doesn't have a class last period because he's working for the school office, and sometimes he just doesn't have as much work as others, and today he just didn't have that much work. So he came and we talked, and we just had like a conversation about Harry Potter which is making me kind of want to reread the books. That's just a completely different side note. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to make the website on Harry Potter, just going to kind of base it off of that. So thanks, Andrew, for giving me that idea. Plus, I just really like Harry Potter, and I kind of want to re-immerse myself in it, because the last time I did was like 5th, 6th grade. And yeah, that's been a long while. Then, after that, I went home for a while, but then after I was home for like, yeah, I would say half an hour, I went to get I went to the dentist to get like a teeth checkup. Also, by the way, I have no cavities. No cavities. Then after that, I came home for like another 30 minutes. Then I went to my tutor about math, and I learned some math. And now, like, some of it's like way easier than I thought it was. Like, you know, when you like connect, or like when somebody like tells you something in math and it connects, it's like so easy. Like, math is the only homework that can go from super long to super short if you just understand like one thing. Like, you know, like if you have questions in English or whatever, like based off of a book, it always kind of lasts the same amount of time. Like 10 questions, it always lasts the same amount of time as those 10 questions and those 10 questions. But math, it's like, it can be 5 questions, and those can either be the longest 5 questions ever or the shortest. It's like, math just kind of works weird like that. And it's like the most satisfying thing when you understand it and you're just kind of like zipping through all the questions. Unfortunately, that's kind of a rare occurrence, but it's kind of slowly beginning to get more common with my tutor. So thank you. Shout out to her, even though nobody knows her that I know of, other than this person at my school who like was the person that like told my mother about her. Anyway, that was today. Now I'm home. I had dinner. I'm making this. I'm gonna finish my math. I'm going to finish everything else that I have to do for homework, and I'm probably just going to try to play some Majora's Mask to get rid of that, you know, because I'm getting Xenoblade 3D, hopefully, tomorrow, and that's going to be on my backlog for a while, because the first one was on my backlog for over a year. So, I'm going to assume that the 3DS version is going to be on my backlog for a while, even though it's really good, and it's on the 3DS, so I'm going to be able to play it more often just because I like my 3DS. And its portability. Anyway, I'm getting way off topic. I'll see you all tomorrow on Friday. Friday. What's not to get excited about Friday? It's Friday. Game comes out. There's the weekend. It's just gonna be a good day tomorrow. I'll see you all then. Goodbye. Bye. Don't exactly know what I'm doing. Literally, as soon as I turn my camera off, my Wii U gamepad does like the pew, pew, and apparently there's a spring sale. Too bad I'm not going to take advantage on anything in the spring sale.